When a young, unknown actor down south read the book called No Time for Sergeants, he said, "Ho, ho, boy, this is a part I can play." And was he right? The play, No Time for Sergeants, made a star of that fella. You know him now as the Sheriff of Mayberry on television, and his name, of course, is Andy Griffith. Looking at a couple of old ex-school teachers here. What subject did you teach?
I taught music and speech. And it is true, after I got through teaching those kids speech, before I taught them speech, they used to talk like you do.
That's right. What grade did you teach?
I taught high school.
Yeah.
I taught all grades of high school. Taught music, taught 3 years, bad teacher, and got out.
Went to Broadway, was going to be a big hit, and boy, did you bomb out, huh?
Bombed out? Well, yeah. I bombed out on Ed Sullivan, and then I bombed out on a nightclub, Blue Angel. Then I went back south and learned how to entertain a little. Then I came out here and bombed out here.
Sounded like your career went nowhere there for a while.
It went nowhere for about 6 years.
But you were learning.
Yeah, I learned a little something here and there along the way, and then I met a young man named Don Knotts, and I made it.
Actually, when you read that book, No Time for Sergeants, Andy, why were you so sure that that was going to be it for you? Because it was. Television, stage play, the motion picture?
Well, see, I was doing, I'm from the South. And I knew if there was a southern part come along ever, I'd go for it. And this was perfect, and I called Mac Hyman, and I did everything, and when the opportunity came, I stole it. I stole it. And I went with it, yeah. And I got the part, and I've been working ever since.
You certainly have.
Yeah, it's been.
You're from Raleigh, aren't you?
No, I'm from a place called Mount Airy, North Carolina. That's up in the mountains.
Little town.
Little town. Real small people live there. And I went back, as a matter of fact, just last week and got my parents and brought them out here to live with us.
Really?
Yeah.
And, of course, Mayberry's a little town.
Mayberry's a fictitious little town in the 30s, set in the 30s when there was, without the Depression and everything. And when life was easy, when about 90% of the country lived in small towns. And that's all we're trying to do.
Andy, married a gal whom he met in college, and she was going to be an actress, and you were going to be a singer.
Mm-hmm.
You had your nightclub act together, and that's where the young man you're going to introduce
tonight.
We
get to talk about Bob a little bit. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Yeah, I want to talk about Bob.
MacDonald.
Bob MacDonald, his friend of mine, he's a lot younger than I am, but we went to college together. See, I'm retarded, actually. And it took me a long time to get out, but Bob... He and I were in the music school together, and he stuck with it. And he went over to Vienna, see, and studied
GI Bill.
GI Bill, and studied piano over there. And he's a fine piano player, concert-like piano player. Married a girl from Vienna. She's with us tonight, watching. And we tried to get on your show last summer when you were on.
Yeah.
And we couldn't make it because it was near the end, and I'm so glad we made it this time.
Yeah, well, he had a pretty good talent scout recommending him,
Oh, well, no. He plays good piano.
No, but I mean, to get on this program, all you had to do was call me.
Well, I'm glad I called.
He switched from popular to concert.
No, he never was really popular. He was popular. He was popular. No, I don't mean that, but he never did really play popular music, but he played piano for Barbara and me. Barbara, that's the lady that I married years ago. And he played piano for us on our act, see. And then we kind of left one of those companies. He's living in Florida now, Bob, and doing concerts out of there.
We have a couple of numbers for you tonight that's going to knock you right flat on your living room floor.
You watch this.
Yeah, because after giving a recital at Carnegie Hall and appearing in concerts around Europe, this is his first appearance on American television coast to coast. We picked something very familiar for all of you, Chopin's Fantasy Impromptu, and then something quite, well, the whole place is going to fall to pieces. It's Prokofiev's Precipitatoto. And,
Very good, very good.
yes.
It's a good piece, too.
Yes. Never did. Bob MacDonald.